Hey, afternoon, fellas. How you guys doing? Welcome to the FootyBets YouTube channel. This is our midweek preview of the games that have been played so far in the World Cup and the games to be played later today, man. And guys, let me just announce to you, Argentina have just shockingly lost their first game in this year's World Cup, losing to Saudi Arabia of all countries 2-1 there, man. Guys, so far so good. That's the shock of the tournament there. I don't think anyone of us expected a Lionel Messi inspired team to go ahead and lose their first game in this year's World Cup. And then again, given again that Argentina are one of the clear favorites for this year's World Cup. So guys, been a shocking result there, and also vindicates my reason why I haven't thus far called any games in the first round of this World Cup, because I'm trying to see, what the tactical approaches of this team are, how they are going to approach these games, cohesion, togetherness, and basically their tactical approach to games by games, right? So guys, I'll just say for this first round of games, let's just watch, let's observe, and then we can now start calling for the second round of games, right? Right. Let's just do a quick review of the games that have been played so far. So that's Ecuador versus Qatar on Sunday. They kickstarted this whole thing there. Qatar losing at home to Valencia's double for Ecuador there. So Ecuador won that game 2-0 there. Beautiful game there. Beautiful opening ceremony there by Qatar, man. I mean, just gave us goosebumps, man. You know, um, um, Sunday's pomp and pageantry was closely followed by yesterday's three games headlined by England versus Iran. England won that one there 6-2. Bukayo Saka grabbing a double there. Jude Bellingham, the most sought after midfielder in the world, grabbed the goal. Rashford grabbed the goal. Jack Grealish rounded up the scoring on the day. And of course, Raheem Sterling got a goal too for himself too. Iran pulled 2 goals getting that game there, but England prevailed in that game 6-2 there. The other game that was played in that group was USA versus Wales. There, USA got the lead from where finishing off a beautiful Christian Pulisic assist for him there to give United States a lead on the night, and then Gareth Bale drew Wales level there later on in that game with a penalty. Beautiful game there, 1-1. Don't forget, it's Wales' first appearance in the World Cup since 1958. So that was Wales' first goal in the World Cup for 64 years. And United States, of course, they missed the World Cup in Russia there, so it was their first game in a long time in the World Cup. I think since the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, right? So guys, the other game that was played yesterday was Senegal versus Netherlands. Obviously, very disappointing display there from the goalkeeper of Senegal, there, Mendy, who is the goalkeeper of Chelsea there. For those 2 goals that Netherlands scored yesterday, he was at fault. The first one by Cody Gakpo, getting ahead of Mendy when Mendy decided to come out to punch that ball there. The second one was a shot from Memphis Depay, and it basically parried into the path of David Klaassen. David Klaassen basically just finished to seal the points for Netherlands there. A 2-0 victory for Netherlands over Senegal, who of course are missing Sadio Mane, who has now been ruled out of the World Cup there. So yeah, pretty disappointing start for Africa's flag bearer, should I say Africa's best team on the World Cup there. And the other game yesterday was I'm trying to remember, pretty much talked about it. I talked about Netherlands, Senegal, USA, Wales, and then England, Iran. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But today's game, one of the games is Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. Like I said earlier, it's been a shocking loss for Argentina there. They lost that one 2-1. Lionel Messi did give them the lead in that game via penalty. But Saudi Arabia drew level in the second half in the 49 minutes. And then I think in the 63 minutes, they got the winner there, and then they just locked up. About 6 players of Saudi Arabia, got yellow carded in that second half there. So it just shows you how resilient they were defensively this afternoon there. It's a shocking one. The other games to be played today would be Mexico versus Poland is playing, France versus Australia is playing, and then you have Denmark versus Tunisia. Now I consider Denmark a dark horse for this game. Why do I say that? They got to the semi-finals of the European Cup last year, and then they also finished with 30 points in their qualification group, man. They won 10 of 10, man, which is really an amazing record there. So yeah, there's a lot about that team that people underestimate because there's not really you don't have an out-and-out star there, right? You don't have somebody who everybody really knows. But as a team, they're very cohesive. They're very united there. So yeah, they are they are dark horses for a tournament, and they are ones to watch, right? To me, I would say that The outright favorite for the tournament has to be Brazil, right? You look at that team. That team has winners in it: Neymar, Casemiro, Fabinho, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Alisson Becker, Dani Alves, Danilo, Richarlison, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Rafinha. So yeah, guys, just a host of riches across the team. From the goalkeeper to defense to midfield to to attack. You just have an abundance of riches there. So yeah, Brazil are everyone's favorite to win the World Cup, closely followed by Argentina. Regardless of the fact that they've lost their first game in this year's tournament, I don't think that to be safe to rule them out. We now know that they have a hill now to climb, because obviously they have to win their last two games in the group, to even stand a chance of qualifying for the round of 16 there. But Argentina are my close favorites. Obviously, you got Lionel Messi, there's Angel Di Maria there, there is there's Alvarez, the guy from Man City. You still got a lot of good guys there in midfield: Paredes, McAllister, and then you got in defense you got Romero, the guy that plays for Tottenham. You got Joan Foyt, the guy from Villarreal. You got Tagliafico from Ajax. Then you got Emerson, right? So Martinez, right, the guy that keeps for Aston Villa there. So it's still a very rich squad and very experienced squad. Don't forget that prior to this loss to Saudi Arabia today, they were on a 36-game unbeaten run, including that victory in South America. In Copa America, right? That they won last year, which was Messi's first senior international title with the Argentine team there. So yeah, they're still favorites to to go on to the final at the very least, even though they have recorded this shocking loss today, right? The other team to consider to look closely will be obviously defending champions. I know that there's a cost of defending champions for the last 3 tournaments. Italy didn't manage to get out of the group in in 2010, and then Spain too failed to get out of the group in 2014, and then in 2018 Germany failed to get out of the group. Just really embarrassing, an embarrassing experience for defending champions there. But I feel like France have enough in them to to break that jinx. When you look at that backline, William Saliba, who has been a revelation for Arsenal all season, Konate of Liverpool, very progressive, very aggressive defender. We got Varane, weather beating guy. We got Hugo Lloris in goal, and we got Luka Dean, at left back. They got Benjamin Pavard of Bayern Munich at right back. Got a host of midfielders there, and even in striking, they still got Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann. I know Nkunku has been ruled out of the World Cup, with a freak injury in training there, but the French have depth in that team. So yeah, I'm still backing them as one of the favorites to win tournaments. Obviously on my list, they're number 3. So that would be Brazil, Argentina, France, and last would be Germany, because Germany are just always tournament favorites, right? They always just build up momentum game by game. They probably don't always start well in all tournaments, but as the tournament progresses, they get better, right? So yeah, those to me will be my top 4 teams to win this year's 2022 FIFA World Cup to be hosted by Qatar. So number 1 will be Brazil, closely followed by Argentina, and then France, and then Germany, right? So guys, that's pretty much it. I said I wasn't going to call games for this first round of games because I wanted to just see how those teams would approach it. And I think I've been vindicated thus far with these results by Saudi Arabia against Argentina, right, guys? For guys that are still betting on games in Scotland, games in League 1, League 2, and the Championship, I'll just say do your own research. The reason why I'm not calling those games because I don't really know those teams and I don't really watch them, and I just don't want to guess and give you guys wrong tips, right? So guys, that's pretty much it. If you say you're going to bet on games in League 1, League 2, Championship, Scotland, and other leagues that have failed to close for the World Cup, then please do your own research and only gamble with an amount that you're comfortable losing. So guys, that's pretty much it. We will have a video every day, to preview and review games that have been played in the group stages, right? So for example, we'll have another video tomorrow reviewing games that were played today, and then we'll preview the games to be played that same tomorrow. So guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on notifications because we will be releasing videos like this on a regular throughout the duration of the World Cup. So guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you. Stay safe and stay sane.